Hi there, I'm Thom Malone, and again we're looking forward to another cracking jumps card at Fairyhouse. Scores are really counting down towards that Barwon Racing Winter Festival at Fairyhouse at the end of the month. But on Tuesday at 12:45 we start off with a competitive beginner's chase, and well, Farhan will probably end up favourite here. One I quite like the look of is Hostage to Fortune. Ran into some pretty decent sorts already over fences, including the likes of Tatsy and Sizing Potsy. By Jeremy, obviously massive loss to the stallion ranks, and his trainer Barry Connell has had a few winners in the last couple of weeks as well, so stable running into form. I think Hostage to Fortune can keep that good run going in the opener at 12:45, that beginner's chase. The second race of the afternoon is the Adair Manor Opportunity Handicap Chase, 2 miles and 5 ahead of them. Look, the going is quite soft at Fairyhouse with a unsettled forecast as well between now and when racing gets underway. But one I like the chance of here is Rock On Barney, in a really good run of form, up £18 for those last 2 wins, but they were both wide margin victories. Of course, we've seen quite a bit of that over the last couple of weeks, and there's no real reason to oppose Rock On Barney here to get up the hat-trick in the second race of the afternoon, that Adair Manor Opportunity Handicap Chase at 1:15. At 1:45, we've got the Tattersalls Cheltenham November sale at Fairyhouse 3-year-old maiden hurdle. A fascinating contest this. You think the likes of Sideshift of an obvious chance here, given his second to Perry Owens last time out. I quite like the chance of Tafari though, who was the winner here at Fairyhouse on the level last time out, and if converting that form to hurdling should be okay. So Tafari I think, but definitely side shift there, an obvious danger at 1:45 in that Tattersalls Cheltenham November sale at Fairyhouse 3-year-old maiden hurdle. At 2:15, the Glenview and Rathbarry Studs maiden hurdle goes to post that contest over 2 miles. Facky Gran here, has obvious chances, but that lack of run recently will be a negative. But second to the likes of Entukas and John Snow, really strong bits of form to bring to this race. But I like the chances of Gabby Nacco here, who was a £130,000 purchase from a point to point as well, was third in a Fairyhouse bumper one, really well backed a couple of runs ago, was finished second to Esky Lane as well, so some really strong form there. And Gabby Nacco could be the one to relegate Facky Ran again into the second place spot there at 2:15. At 2:45, it's the first division of the Jetaway at Arctic Tack Stud Handicap Hurdle. Division 1 of this one. And the one that really jumps off the page here is Classy K, now in the care of Willie Mullins, off just a mark of 80 right down near the bottom. Paul Townend on board, and well, just Willie Mullins persevering with a horse with a mark of 80, and finding a horse like this for a race like this forward, it just jumps absolutely off the page. So you'd have to think that Classy K might be short enough price, but certainly looks an obvious contender in the first division of that Jetaway at Arctic Tack Handicap Hurdle. The second division at 3:15, I like the chance here of Zaganzig, Dennis O'Regan on board, right down near the bottom of the weights. Rated 95 over fences, down off a mark of 80 here. So I think that, well, a couple of these have chances. The likes of Gondor, Crack On as well, look to have good chance. But I like the chance of Zaganzig for Dennis O'Regan there down near the bottom of the weights, looking to exploit the difference between his hurdles and chase mark. At 3:45 then, the penultimate race in the card is that 2.5 mile handicap hurdle. Really like the chances here of Fighting Fit from the Philip Dempsey yard. Luke Dempsey on board in the colours of JP McManus. I was third at Fairyhouse a couple of runs back. That was over 2 miles, so stepping up in trip, and again it'll looked on that occasion like he would enjoy a step up in trip. By Cave Tower as well, 5-year-old, looks to have lots of scope for improvement, so I think Fighting Fit can win the penultimate race of the afternoon there at 3:45. And we close out with a bumper where Glenveigh Park will probably be favourite, you'd imagine, for Gordon Elliott. Really well related sort, half sister to Wait For Me, of course, placed in the Cheltenham champion bumper now at Philip Hobbs, but this one by Walk in the Park, and like I say, Glenveigh Park can continue the incredible run of Gordon Elliott over the last few days with another bumper win for him.